Hey everyone, welcome to Feelings with the Geekiary. I'm Erin and I'm here along with my fellow hosts, Vaughn and Tara. We're fans, we have feelings, and this is where we webcast about them.
Yay!
May.
A friendly reminder that this is also a podcast, so please subscribe to us on iTunes so you don't miss any of our feelings. And if you're listening to this as a podcast or just listening to it now, this is recorded live, so we're not exactly sure what's going to happen. So please forgive us any technical difficulties or so-called accidental swears. You can join the conversation with the hashtag Geekiary feelings, and come on, please tell us we're wrong because we don't know.
Yeah, right. We'd like to remind all of you that the views expressed on this webcast are those of the hosts as individuals and do not necessarily represent the Geekiary or the webcast itself as a whole.
Yay! Don't blame us for what everybody else says.
Yeah.
More importantly, don't blame the Geekiary for our opinions.
For our rants.
All right, so obviously news and updates time, which is the Patreon, is still happening. The Geekiary has a Patreon, and you've got cool stuff, so please Patreon us. So that we keep making cool things for you.
Yeah. Patreon.com/the Geekiary. And honestly, we're doing a bunch of, we'll talk, I'm sure, more about this later, but we're doing a bunch of San Diego Comic-Con webcasts. So I'm sure that we're going to add something, hint, for our patrons, with or through those webcasts or possibly after Comic-Con, because we do usually bring home some good swag. So if you haven't become a patron yet, you can start as little, I think, as $1 a month. So you should do that.
Yeah, we get some good swag from Comic-Con, so you guys should definitely join that one. Oh, it's time for my favorite segment, hashtag Hairgate.
I haven't paid attention to it since March.
I mean, I don't ever pay attention to it. Occasionally people randomly send me updates about Game of Thrones, like, don't you care about this? And I'm like, not really. Like, yeah. But not in an active sense.
I mean, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, I don't think there's been any like big news in the last month or so, except for like promotional photos released, I think. But also, I think it's the season premiere is going to be the Sunday of San Diego Comic-Con.
Yep.
So that's interesting. So I'm sure there will be lots of like watch parties and live tweeting. So
it's I think actually the season premiere is this Sunday before Comic-Con starts.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and then also like the second episode is in the middle of Comic-Con. So yay.
Right. Yep.
Drama. If you don't like it, you can go directly find the people involved and punch them. Don't do that. Violence is bad. But
don't punch them. Don't really do that.
Yeah, we're not encouraging that.
I sometimes say things on the internet, and I'm like, no, that's not an endorsement. Please don't do that.
I mean, honestly, like if you're looking for like an outlet for your feelings about how Benioff and Weiss have ruined this series that you love, I wonder if I can, I don't know if I can screen share here. Oh, I can.
Oh. Well, sorry guys, this is like technical stuff happening right now. This is like what happens when you watch things live.
It's kind of amazing. So yeah, you can actually, I knew that you could screen share on here, but I haven't tried it since they updated Hangouts, which was like months ago. I'm lazy. But anyway, yeah, if you're a fan of the Song of Ice and Fire books and you want I don't know, an outlet for your anger, I have a video on YouTube. I don't know if I can view it from here. Oh yeah, I can. Let's see. I think I can actually share this. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah.
So the video on this is really bad. I won't play the whole thing, but we did a little parody video at parody song at Ice and Fire Con. So, can you hear it?
A little, not really. No.
It's not really working, but we'll post the link on the.
It's fine. Yeah. I'll post the link. But it's if you search for "You're Welcome" for Game of Thrones, and my YouTube name is A Geek Saga, you'll find it. It's a parody of Moana talking about, it's basically Benioff and Weiss singing about how they made Game of Thrones, so much more amazing than Song of Ice and Fire. So
we're still seeing your screen.
I know.
So don't like accidentally open your porn tab or something.
Yeah, I've got all those. There you go.
All right. So other news. What's been happening? I am out of the loop as usual, but.
I mean, as always, you can check out our news page on the Geekiary.
Yes, that is a good place to go. I do check it out, and then I forget.
Yeah, well, I'm the like Erin's got the Upfronts thing. I know. I want you to talk about that because you know a lot more about it than we do. But June 3rd, I did want to point this out because we learned about this earlier this week. June 3rd is Wonder Woman Day.
Ooh, what does that mean?
So they're doing like basically it's they've been sucking at promoting me and everything. So they're doing this big global event celebrating the opening weekend of the movie where like comic book stores and libraries are going to have like fan giveaways and signing events and digital promotions and all sorts of stuff all centered around Wonder Woman. So yeah, and I think there may be like there's a special edition Wonder Woman comic coming out that day and stuff. And I mean, it's comic books or like local stores. You can go to Barnes and Noble and stuff like that, but obviously, like if you have a local comic book store, please support your local comic book store. But yeah, like it's pretty cool. I wish that they were doing this like the weekend before or something, not the weekend, opening weekend, but it's cool. I think it's pretty cool that they're actually doing this big event. This is our first ever female-led superhero movie, really like big blockbuster movie.
And we are hyped, and we will talk about that a bit later, but yeah, no, it's going to, yeah. I mean, I'm glad that they're doing something, so I'm happy to just do anything Wonder Woman related. So Erin, Upfronts.
Oh yes. So Upfronts have been happening the last couple weeks, and then the networks all did are in the process of doing their Upfronts presentations this week. For those of you who are not familiar with Upfronts, it's basically when the TV networks get up and do presentations about what shows are being renewed, what shows are being canceled, new shows, their fall schedules, that kind of thing. So lots of TV news going on right now.
Okay, so what's the highlights?
iZombie got renewed. That's probably the biggest highlight. I was very, very nervous about that one because the CW had pretty much already renewed all their scripted shows except for iZombie and the originals, and we weren't sure what was going to happen until like just last week. So.
Oh yeah, no. I remember you were really worried about it, and that was worrying me because like I get all my TV news from you. And I trust you to give me good news, and then sometimes you give me bad news, and I don't like it.
I mean, yeah, iZombie, I was really worried about it.
iZombie's the best show on TV right now. I mean, it's the only show that I like. I mean, one of the only shows. There's a couple at the moment, but one of the only shows that I kind of like want to watch every week, and I want to be caught up with, and I just enjoy watching every time.
I think on network TV, it's the network TV. It's the only show I give a crap about.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's definitely my favorite network or broadcast network show. Let's see, what else can I say? I don't know. There were some surprises. Oh, yeah. I can say some surprises. Timeless, which is on NBC. got canceled
Oh,
last
no.
week, and then 2 days later, NBC changed their minds and renewed it.
Because was it because everyone got really upset that it was canceled?
No one really knows for sure, but there was a pretty targeted backlash from fans after the initial cancellation.
Was it like, I mean, the cynic in me is like, was that a marketing ploy? Like to get people talking about this show?
Maybe so. Because it wasn't, it's one of those shows that hasn't been performing really, really well, but it does have a pretty strong fan base, and the critics tend to like it. So
I haven't watched it because it's not on here, I don't, anywhere. So if you send it to Australia, I'll watch it. But,
Yeah, I haven't watched all of it. I watched the first handful of episodes. But it's time travel. It's cool if you're like a history buff. And
I like time travel and history, so I would probably enjoy it.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's kind of a mindless show. It's not one that I would probably sit down and analyze, but
I'm going to analyze everything because that is what I do. But maybe it'll be like a light analysis as opposed to an in-depth one.
Yeah, I mean, like with iZombie, I review it, so I'm supposed to analyze it, and I have a hard time giving it true analysis because I just enjoy it so much.
Yeah,
like there are things that I don't like about certain episodes and stuff like that, but like overall, it's like, I don't know, sometimes something is good to just enjoy.
Well, it's like, I mean, I analyze everything, obviously, and I go through and I'm like, look, these are the problems with it. But my problem scale is like, it's like a Venn diagram. Like, I don't know, where like there's problems and then there's how much I enjoy it. And like whether I want to watch a show is like where they cross over. Like, because everything is problematic, right? Everything has issues. They're all made like to make money, and they're all made by like old white dudes who just don't understand anything. So there's going to be problems, but it's just like how enjoyable it is as to how many problems I can handle.
Yeah.
Well, another thing I wanted to mention, there are a couple more Marvel TV shows that are joining the lineup this fall. Marvel's Inhumans is going to be starting on ABC. They are moving Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to Fridays, and it will air alongside Marvel's Inhumans.
That's not good. Friday's death slot, but
I know, but it's, both of those shows together, so who knows?
Yeah. I mean, everything I've seen about Inhumans kind of doesn't interest me at all. Like, I really like Inhumans as a concept, but the images and stuff and the info we've got about it so far looks really kind of silly and tacky, but not in a fun way.
I agree with you, and I think that we're kind of, there's been some kind of talk in fandom about con bubbles and stuff, and maybe we're starting to get worn out with some of these superhero sorts of genre on TV. And so that's why I'm kind of excited about the other Marvel show that's starting on Fox called The Gifted. And that's kind of an X-Men sort of show. But it seems like more, how can I say this in like a tactful way? It seems like more realistic. Like, these are all like weird alien things, but it seems like the stories just seem more real.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like super bothered by realism with superheroes. I mean, because I love Supergirl, right, which is bonkers and silly and over the top. But I think if you're gonna do that kind of bonkers, silly, over the top, then you have to do it well, and you have to kind of embrace it, rather than like, I don't know. But then the Fox Marvel team did really well with Legion. It was amazing.
Yes, I loved Legion, so that's why I'm really, I'm hoping, I've got high hopes for The Gifted, more so than Inhumans.
Yeah,
at least.
I mean, there's definitely superhero fatigue, though. I mean, we're all kind of over it, especially like these like white male superheroes where you're just like, come on. Oh no, he's got daddy issues. That's new.
Well, and so speaking of superheroes, the CW is bringing another DC show to their mix, but it's Black Lightning.
Yeah, no, I saw that. It looks kind of fun. The only one of those shows that I still watch is Supergirl, but The Flash is fun when I tune in occasionally.
But at least it's not another white guy superhero.
No, it's nice. Let's spread it out. Let's see some different things.
Yeah, I love, like, I watched season 1 of Supergirl and really enjoyed it. I'm waiting for it's in season 2 right now, right? Yeah, I'm waiting for season 2 to finish so I can binge it like I binged season 1.
Season 2 has been a bit hit and miss. Like, they've introduced this new white dude character who is just literally the worst, and I hate him, and it makes it really difficult to watch, to be honest. But other than that, there's some really fun stuff.
Yeah, well, so check out my article about the Upfronts recap. I mean, I'm not going to go through everything right now, obviously, but lots of interesting looking new shows coming next season. So, and if you have any suggestions on what we should review at the Geekiary next season for new shows, let us know. Or if there's a show that's currently airing that we are not reviewing that you want to see reviewed, you can let us know that too.
Yeah, we're open to suggestions. We won't always take them, but we will listen.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, and honestly, like, I personally am open to suggestions because I'm not reviewing The Walking Dead anymore.
Tara's free for a new show.
Yeah, so, well, especially, like, and I honestly don't know if I'm going to continue reviewing the 100 next season. I was helping, Jamie out with it. I did a couple episodes last season. We split it all, like, maybe, like, I did like a third and she did 2/3 this season. But yeah, I'm not feeling the show. Like, I watched last night's episode today and I was like, I barely paid attention to it. So I don't think I'm going to review that anymore next season. So I'm really, like, pretty open for shows to review.
Yeah, give us suggestions. We're lost. We're lost without you.
Well, I didn't put this on the doc, but I might as well give a plug because I just realized that this is our May webcast here.
Yeah.
I got to look up the date. Orphan Black will be back.
Oh, final season.
June 10th, yes, final season. So that is something to look forward to. Just a few short weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's going to happen? Everyone's going to die, aren't they? It's going to be awful.
Probably.
It's not a happy show. It's not going to end happy.
No. I'm sure at least one clone will end up dead. Let's just put it that way.
I don't want any of them to die, though.
Probably Rachel. Probably Rachel.
Oh, well.
At least Rachel.
No, they're going to kill one of the ones you love, like one of the core, like, original clones, 100%.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be traumatizing. Anyway, so I will only be like 2 seconds on this, but Harry Styles released an album. It's amazing. I got tickets to see his show. It's all I've been talking about for like a month. So this is my life now. He's amazing. He's great. Have you guys listened?
I don't listen to things.
I've listened to his single a couple times. I've not yet listened to the album. But I really like that he's like talking about his sexuality and like dressing up in pink suits. Like, that's pretty hot. So
yeah. Ambiguously sexual dude in flowers, always hot.
Yes.
Harry's got that look down pat. Although on the album he does kind of like use a bunch of like rock and roll cliche muse girls, which are a bit annoying considering most of his fan base are girls, and we're like, have you met a girl? Because
I mean, it's Harry Styles. He's just gonna be that way because I don't know.
See, because I don't see Harry that way. Like, I mean, he's not been that to me ever, so it's a bit weird. I think he just needs a girl in the writing team. a girl to say, yeah,
That's fair.
don't
Just-
call a girl an angel and then say she's a devil in the sheets, because that's dumb.
Oh my God, really?
Oh, Harry.
I know.
Does he write his own stuff, or does someone write it
No,
for
he
him?
writes it.
I mean, right there, that's pretty good that he's like at least writing his own stuff.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
He's great, but yeah, no, he's very 23, and he really like kind of needs a woman in there saying, this is a bit of a cliche, man. It's a bit sexist. I don't think that he's meaning to do that is the problem, you know. I just think he doesn't know any better.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so discussion. Now that I've done the Harry Styles bit, and everyone go buy it. Harry Styles, available now.
Is it called Harry Styles by Harry Styles?
It is called Harry Styles, but we're calling it the Pink Album because it's pink.
Oh, all right. I like that sort of a Weezer vibe going on there.
Yeah. Okay, conventions. You guys have been conventioning. Well, Tara has been conventioning, as she always is.
Yeah, I feel like I get short breaks. They last from November through February usually. So yeah, but now that like this is convention season, you know, so I'm crazy. But yeah, Star Wars Celebration was last month. And since we didn't have an April webcast, you know, I need to write another article about it, but I've been so busy with Ice and FireCon stuff. That I haven't had time, and also I really wanted to like gather my thoughts and make sure I was looking back at Celebration with sort of like a less judgmental eye, I guess, because I really didn't enjoy myself. I went to Celebration in 2010, and it was, you know, it was a single fandom convention. It's obviously bigger than any of the other single fandom conventions I've ever been to, but it was still a thing for the fans, you know, like really hardcore fans for the most part, because Star Wars hadn't even announced at that point that they were going to be making, you know, they hadn't announced they were going to be making new Star Wars movies and stuff. And like this time it felt like a big for-profit convention, like Walker Stalker, more than anything else. And I didn't enjoy it. The dealer's floor was pretty weak. The convention exclusives were like, the idea of getting one was laughable. You could enter a lottery for the Funko exclusives, and if you didn't get in the lottery, you weren't going to get one at all. Period. We went by their booth every day as soon as the lottery time period was up, and the booth was like empty, devoid of product. The line for the convention store, which is where they had all the actual convention, like Star Wars Celebration exclusives, plus like the Her Universe convention exclusives, which are actually available on the Her Universe website now and everything. The line for that store was never less than 2 hours the entire time I was there. And like, I personally can't, I physically cannot stand in line that long. Like it was just, volunteers and employees didn't know where things were. People were being allowed to like line up to get into the convention center in the morning in the wrong places. And like one day they let all these people who had been lined up for like half an hour in at opening from like a side entrance, when all these other people who'd been waiting like since 5 o'clock in the morning, like got in at the same time and had to walk across the entire floor to get to the convention center store and stuff. It was just, I really like it. Reed Pop is the one who organized this convention. And after having had such an awesome time at C2E2, I was shocked at how bad this one was. Like just shocked. And I mean, for a big convention company like that has the money and the resources to come down to Orlando and like scope things out and make sure everything's planned okay, I feel like they didn't. I feel like they arrived the day before the convention started and threw everything together and just assumed it would work. It was really bad. It was really bad.
That sucks.
So, I mean, there were parts about it that were cool. You know, I got to meet Mark Hamill. I got to meet like Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr.
Wow.
You know, and people who, and especially like Sarah Michelle Gellar, like has never gone to a convention before this. So that was really cool. I got to
Disney contracts.
Yeah, well, and I got to, well, I don't know if she was actually part of it. Like, I don't even, maybe Freddie Prinze Jr. had to attend, but I don't think so because he's been on Rebels for 3 seasons and he didn't have to go to the one last year. I honestly think they attended because it was in Orlando. Let's be real. They wanted to take their kids to Disney. But I did get to go.
Hey, everybody likes going on vacation. So
yeah, exactly.
Why not? Yeah.
Especially free vacation.
Oh yeah, I don't fault them for that at all, honestly. Not at all. If he had just gone to the convention and she hadn't, that would still be awesome. But yeah, no, I did get to go to the Rebels panel as press, which was great. I actually got to walk up to the panel like right before it started and sit in the press area and not have to wait. You know, I would have had to get in line at like some god awful time in the morning to actually get into the panel without a press badge. And they aired an episode of the first episode of season 4, which was really cool. So yeah, there were some really neat things about it. I'm hoping that when they return in 2018, because there's not going to be a celebration next year, that because they're actually going to be under a new management company, I'm hoping that it goes a little better. We'll see.
Oh, we'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
So in more positive news, you had Ice and FireCon, which is kind of like the opposite of Star Wars Celebration as far as
I mean, it's also a single fandom convention, but it's very small and it's obviously run by a bunch of fans and stuff. No, this was our 5th year. It was the best year yet, and the biggest year yet, and it was amazing. I need to put that link up. I'll tweet it or something or put on the Geekiary page of the parody thing we did, and we had a cover, like I don't even know if it's not a parody band, it's not a cover band, it's like a Game of Thrones, it's a band that performs other music, but they also have a Game of Thrones like inspired album that's amazing. They're like kind of rock or alt rock. They're called the Manimals. They performed Friday night and it was a lot of fun. So and we're like we've been planning next year since like the end of 2016. So and we're starting to sell tickets like June 1st. So everything's happening very fast right now.
Wow. Ice and FireCon, it's going off.
Mm-hmm.
I love those cons though, where you just like a bunch of fans getting together. It's so great that fandom is so big now and we get so many more opportunities to like get close to creators of things that we love. But at the same time, there's nothing quite like just kind of getting together with a bunch of fans and just screaming about stuff, you know?
Well, I mean, and like this year was twice as big as last year and almost twice as big as our previous like year as 2015, which had been our biggest attendance up until now. And like even after this year, even doubling our attendance like that, we got home from this convention and like this is still, we call it our Ice and FireCon family. I have 200 people in my family right now. Like it's amazing.
It's nice. It's nice. That's what, you know, that's fandom in my heart. That's what it's like. You know, none of this drama. But oh my god, so much drama. But that's family for you.
Yeah. But you went to like a little local
I went to like
too,
this tiny little local con that's only been running like 2 years and it didn't really have anything and there was like little tables and stuff, but it was really fun. And it was great because there were so many kids there. Like it was such a great like little convention to like take kids to for a first time and get them kind of into that kind of thing, which was really, really fun. It was nice to see. And so lots of people cosplaying and stuff and lots of kids getting super hyped about it. But yeah, no, it was my first time going to kind of a really, really small convention like that wasn't single fandom based. So it was nice.
Cool. I mean, how many people were there? Do you know?
I don't know. Like it was only one day and it was really small. It wasn't a lot of people. But I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I only got to pop in for a little while because I was busy that day. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice to see so many people kind of getting into cons in my local area because I didn't know there were that many geeks living near me.
Yeah, I felt the same way when I went to our little like South Carolina Comic-Con in Greenville. I hated missing it this year.
It's nice, you know, it's like that local spirit, and you're like, wow, look at all these people that live around me and also care dramatically about stuff.
Yeah.
So moving on to TV. What's happening
More
with TV?
TV, yeah.
Erin has found her niche. What is happening in TV, Erin?
Well, we touched on this earlier. iZombie is going to be back next season. Thank goodness.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
We're all hyped about iZombie. We all love iZombie. It's amazing.
I was talking it up to someone recently. It may have been at Ice and Fire Con. I was just like drunkenly like blah, 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 about it. Like
I think that should be a scale of how much you like something like specifically, because it gets to a point where like it is your drunken go-to. You have to watch this topic. Do you guys do that?
Anytime, like 100% anytime. You know, you get friends that like are on Facebook. They're like, I have a week off. What show should I watch? And 100% every single friend, I always suggest iZombie. And they're like, no.
You're like, no, please watch it. It's great.
I'm like, no, really, it's so good. It's the same conversation I have with everybody. I'm just like, no, it's so good. You don't understand. It's so good.
Yeah, there's really no way to describe it.
Yeah.
I was my niece, my like 10-year-old niece, I was talking to her about it. Like I was like, I've got to go back. It was when I was in South Carolina after Ice and Fire Con, and I was like, I got to go back up to the house and watch this show. And she was like, what's it called? I was like, iZombie. She was like, zombie? Like Walking Dead? I was like, no. And then she just kept asking questions about it, and she was like really interested. And my sister was like, is this something she could even watch? And I was like, I don't know. I think she watches Walking Dead, so I think so.
Oh yeah, if she watches Walking Dead, easy.
Yeah. Like my sister is not like super strict, like fairly strict, but if she watches Walking Dead, I feel like iZombie is kind of
it's way taming.
Yeah.
Like I mean, maybe
one of my coworkers has a daughter who's about that age, and they watch it together. So
yeah,
I mean it's kind of similar to like Buffy, and like when I was watching Buffy when I was about 11. What
make me feel old.
Buffy started when I was 11, so like it's
I'm watching Buffy right now. I just started season 4 a couple days ago. So
nice. Season 4, first year of college.
Yes.
I stopped watching it after her and Spike. I don't know where you are. There was an Angel thing, and then there was some Spike thing.
It was 20 years ago.
Yeah, really, because like that was my favorite bit. I was here for that.
It wasn't that I didn't like it. It was like, I think, I don't remember what year it was or what season that happened, but I think it was just I may have been in college and not had cable at that point.
Yeah, that was season 6. Yeah.
That's actually about right. I probably was living in a dorm and I had like basic cable, and that was it.
Season 6 is one of those seasons that's really divisive amongst fans too. I mean, it's one of my favorites, but like a lot of people really hate it. So it's always interesting when you get there, Erin. I'd be curious to see what you think.
Well, I know this is really off topic, but I just watched the episode 2 of season 4, which was her roommate episode, and that is hands down my favorite episode of Buffy so far.
That was such a good
episode. That episode. And because I had the exact same relationship with my freshman college roommate, like I just wanted to be like all the time. And
it was so long ago that I watched it. I don't remember. I've only ever watched any episode of that show once. What's up with her and her roommate?
Evil roommate.
Okay.
It's just evil roommate, and they're like always like going at each other, and
like It turns out she's actually evil, but like,
of course,
the reason Buffy thinks she's evil is she's just doing regular annoying roommate things.
Like clipping her nails or like
labeling food and
those types of things really annoy me though. So
that's why it's so relatable, because you're like, yes, and she's like, and then Buffy's like trying to explain to everyone that her roommate's evil, and everyone's like, yeah, that sounds about normal.
Anyway, we should get back on topic. But yeah, that was a good episode.
All right, so more TV. What else is happening?
The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen it yet because it's not available in Australia. So,
I didn't. Erin, you have a thing here that you didn't read it in school. I didn't either. I read it recently, like obviously before the show came out, but like very recently, like this year. Like it was the beginning of this year. Actually, not long after the the inauguration. So
here's a secret: I don't read.
Well, we know that, Erin. You've admitted that before.
Listening to it on Audible counts.
I am listening to it on Audible right now.
See, that's fine.
I've listened to about 5 minutes of it so far.
Yeah, well, I was one of the people that did read it in school. So, and it was life-changing for me.
Like, where did you people go to school that you got to read this book?
Australia.
Yeah.
Well,
it wasn't extension English. Like, it wasn't like a super advanced English lit class.
I mean, I was in advanced like English and lit classes in high school and college, but my college ones were, I don't know if we only did, I did like British lit and stuff like that. I didn't do like an advanced American lit course because I didn't care.
No. I took modern American lit in or what'd they call it? Advanced contemporary lit in high school. We read like Toni Morrison and stuff. So I feel like we kind of glossed over the Margaret Atwood, but I don't know. I feel like I should have read it, but I didn't.
It was such a mind blown, amazing kind of feminist realization book for me that it's so great that it's being made, and I'm sad that I haven't been able to watch it yet. But as soon as I can, I will be out there.
Yeah, honestly, I don't want to spoil it for you. I haven't watched this week's episode, but I don't want to spoil. We don't want to spoil it for you anyway, Mon. But yeah, it is good. I honestly think that they have really improved on some of the issues that the book had. But honestly, I think a lot of the issues that the book had have to do with when it was written, and that's not really anybody's fault, you know. Yeah, it was written 20-something years, no, 30-something years ago.
Yeah, I can't remember. It was a while ago. Oh, I once did one of those, like find out who you write like things where you put paragraphs of your writing into like a machine and they tell you, and they told me I write like Margaret Atwood. So I'm just like, that's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I'm never, ever doing anything else in my life.
I did one of those too. And it told me I write like Ernest Hemingway, and I'm not sure how
you're not like a drunk misogynist.
Yeah, like obviously it's not on that level of his writing. It's more like his
I know that was a joke.
No, but yeah, no, I mean drunk, yes, absolutely. I added 2,500 words to my most recent, like the novel I'm working on right now, and did not remember adding them.
Were they in English? Because sometimes I do that and I wake up the next day and I'm back.
I went back and read through it, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize I added this much. I've got to edit this, because like usually I don't edit until after I'm done, but like I didn't realize, like I saw how much I'd added, and I was like, I have to, like, I don't remember any of this. I have to refresh myself. And honestly, about 80% of it was like really good.
No, nice.
Like it had like minor errors that I needed to fix, and some things that I kind of got rid of or whatever, but overall I was like, maybe I just need to get blackout drunk and write 2,500 words more often. I'll finish books faster.
Well, there's a reason that a lot of writers are alcoholics, I feel. Also because we're like the crippling loneliness.
Yeah.
I was gonna say so many artists have some issues with substances.
Let's not romanticize that, okay? We work better when
it just hey, this is water, okay?
Same.
For once.
It is only like 11 o'clock in the morning for me, so.
Anyway, wow.
More
I'm drinking
TV.
wine, but to be fair, I haven't drank since like last Friday. So
Hey, it's nighttime. You're okay. What? TV.
Yeah, it's
TV.
totally
What
fine.
else is happening? American Gods.
Oh yeah,
I have seen American Gods, and it's amazing.
Mm.
It's really good, guys. Man. Ricky Whittle, how amazing is he?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's so good.
I do find it a little bit amusing how, am I right in assuming that they're putting him next to shorter people a lot?
To make him look. Well, I think they're accentuating that because they don't have to. Like there are a lot of tricks to make people look like they're the same height. They do that in literally everything. So if they're making that difference there, then it's on purpose.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I've seen up through episode 4, which is this Sunday's episode, and but regardless, like the first 3 episodes, they stay so like really close to the book. I mean, granted, I read the book 2 years ago, so maybe I'm misremembering or something, but I don't think I am. And like I've heard some minor complaints from people who don't really love it, but I mean, honestly, I think they're doing a really good job. It's definitely got that Brian Fuller like vibe.
But I love the Brian Fuller vibe. I guess if you don't like Brian Fuller, you might not like this.
And it doesn't, like, obviously it doesn't bother me at all. Although to be fair, like I've not really watched that many of his shows all the way through, but like I'm enjoying this so far. But I do see, especially having recently watched Hannibal, I do see like some similarities. That's why I'm calling it the Brian Fuller vibe. I haven't ever seen like Pushing Daisies.
Well, no, it is. He's got a really, really distinctive aesthetic, and that's part of his, like, that's what he does. If you're not a fan of that aesthetic, then yeah, it's going to annoy you. But I am, and I think it's really good. You know, I think I like the way that he, like, I mean, I don't think the use of that aesthetic is like it changes the source text in any way or changes the story in any way. It's just like, kind of, like a visual tag, I guess.
Yeah, and I know that there have been some things that like they were going to change in the first few episodes that they didn't. There's a scene between Shadow and what's her name? His friend's wife.
Oh yeah, I don't know her name. I'm hopeless with names.
Yeah, so am I. The graveyard scene with him and his friend's wife is different than what was originally written because Neil Gaiman like told them he would not have any part in them writing it with her giving him a blowjob, which is great.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I read about that, and that's nice.
Yeah. So I mean, it's nice that they listened to him. Because we know that they don't always listen.
I feel like Brian Fuller's got a lot of, and Neil Gaiman, Brian Fuller and Neil Gaiman together have a lot of sway in the way that this is going. I reckon, because a lot of people have been trying to make American Gods, so like I think he had a lot of sway, a lot of power in the negotiation and as to how much input they're allowed to have. So that's good.
Well, and I mean, it was already picked up for season 2, and like I know some of my friends were like, "How we thought it was going to be a mini series," and I'm like, I mean, I don't think it's going to go beyond 3 seasons. I think even that would be stretching it, but like 2 is pretty good. Like,
yeah, I don't think you could fit the whole book in 1 season.
Not do it justice.
No.
You know,
it's a long book. There's a lot in there,
and they're adding stuff.
Yeah,
too. You know, like. They're adding stuff more than they're taking stuff out. And it's so far good. So.
Well, I like to be the person who watches TV shows and I have not read the book. So, shocker, I know.
But you're enjoying it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think going back to that Brian Fuller aesthetic, I mean, he makes everything just visually beautiful. And so, I mean, just opening credits are amazing. Like it's a feast for your eyes, if anything. And then you add all of this great acting. Like I think Ricky Whittle is just completely impressing me. And of course, Ian McShane is amazing. And Cloris Leachman, who's from Des Moines.
Yeah.
Hello.
Why is everyone?
Everyone's from Des Moines or Iowa.
She went to high school. She went to high school with my grandfather, so that's pretty awesome. And but anyway, I digress. I love it. I think it's great.
Basically,
I think it's just great.
We endorse American Gods.
Yes.
All right, so I've added this a little bit like just earlier, but Sense8 because it's amazing, and you guys have all
I
watched
meant to add it and I totally forgot, so I'm glad you did.
Because it's like so good. It's if we're looking at iZombie being my favorite network show, I think Sense8 is my favorite streaming show
by far.
Yeah,
probably. I think ever it's tied with Jessica Jones.
Yeah, Jessica Jones is really good, but no, it's the joy in watching Sense8 and like the roller coaster of emotion that you go through.
And like even when bad stuff is happening, there's so many things about it that are so beautiful. So it's like I don't think I watched a single episode of season 2 without crying.
I know.
I'm not an overly emotional person, especially when I watch like TV shows and stuff. I don't mean bawling my eyes out, but I mean I don't think I got through a single episode of that show without like tearing up.
Oh yeah, there were tears happening, and I don't cry in things, so I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Erin?
Have you watched it, Erin?
I've only watched the first episode of season 2. I'm a little behind.
That's all right. Well, we won't spoil it then, but
yeah.
Master of None started, and I love that show. We'll talk about that later.
It's a good show. But I haven't seen the season yet, so don't spoil that. So we'll move on. Okay, so Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt comes out tomorrow. I did not know that.
Yeah, they Netflix like screwed something up last week and acted like they released it, but like they like misworded the announcement. It was supposed to say the trailer, like a new trailer. So there was like a minute where people thought they'd released it a week early, and it was painful. But oh my god, I'm so excited, you guys! Like I'm waking up tomorrow, and that's all I plan on doing tomorrow. So.
I have a hens do tomorrow, so that is what I'm doing tomorrow. But after that,
I lie. I do actually have work I have to do tomorrow, but
when I'm hungover after the hens, I will be watching Kimmy Schmidt.
Another thing,
what?
Yeah.
Wait, you're gonna be hungover after what?
Hens do her bachelorette party. Sorry.
Oh, hens. Okay, they're saying something with hands, and I was like. Sorry. No, I know what hens are. No, don't be sorry.
It's the Australian.
I'm sorry, my accent.
Yes, apologize.
I just wanted to add, also Riverdale is going to be on Netflix tomorrow, added to Netflix. So I'm excited to finally be able to watch that. So.
Is it over?
Yeah, it had
the final season 1 just ended.
Honestly, thank God, because because of all of our traveling, we are so behind on it. So now I know that we don't actually we can just delete all that shit on our DVR and can watch it on Netflix, which is so much more convenient.
I didn't want to watch it, but I follow so many other TV blogs and everything, and they all love Riverdale. So I'm like, okay, I gotta sit down and watch this.
Have a complicated relationship with Riverdale because I do not like it, but I cannot stop watching it.
That's how I feel about it too. Yeah.
I haven't watched any of it, so
I don't like it, but I have to know what happened.
Yeah, I'm like, I do not like this. I'm not enjoying this. Why am I watching it? But I'm not going to stop watching it.
Like in March when I got 1 week behind because of my friend's wedding, that was fine. But then April, the problem was like I got 2 weeks behind, and then I was like, but now it's going to be on Netflix, so it's fine.
All right. So quickly, movies. Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, we've all seen it.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I really loved it a lot. So
I did not love it. So
I to me, like I really like Erin, you mentioned something about like the found family and everything. I think that it really like expanded on the first one. But then like honestly, I'm biased in general because Guardians is like my favorite MCU movie / franchise now. So
I loved parts of it. I think overall it was a fine movie. It was great, but like Angel was actually the one that talked about the message of found family in her review of it, and so I really liked that. And then I love Mantis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mantis is great.
I mean, I probably would have liked Mantis more if I hadn't have just watched that video that was going around about the Born Sexy Yesterday trope. That was like it was spread everywhere. Like just before this came out, it was Born Sexy Yesterday, which is like that the character that is just like is superly naive but also super sexy. And so
wow. See, I guess am I weird? Because like I didn't find her sexy at all. I found her very like childlike.
Well, yeah, but she's obviously like, but she's also supposed to be sexy, right? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
Like,
I guess I don't know. I didn't see it, so I'm not the person.
I mean, I don't find her sexy personally because I don't find childishness sexy. But
yeah,
no, like it's this, and because I'd just seen that video and was talking to a bunch of people specifically about that trope, and then I saw the movie, I was like, oh. But look, I liked it. I thought it was a decent movie, but I just thought it was Guardians of the Galaxy again. And Guardians, what I loved about Guardians of the Galaxy was that it felt fresh and it felt fun, and it took the Marvel Cinematic Universe formula, which is used again, which is fine. I don't mind the formula, but it actually used it in a fun and interesting way, and it did something different with it. And then this time they just did the exact same thing except more, and I was like, like I didn't think the soundtrack wasn't quite as good. And
oh no, the soundtrack was not as good.
Except for The Chain, which is the best song ever. Sorry.
The what?
The Chain.
Oh,
is like my favorite song. So.
Well, no, I didn't like overall. I just didn't think it was as. I didn't think the music was as well integrated into like a lot of them. Some of the music cues felt really forced to me. Mm-hmm. Like they would do, and then I was like, I like it, and it was fine, and I enjoyed watching it, but I probably wouldn't watch it again.
Oh, boo. I did. I went to Disney because they have like where you can get pictures with like baby Groot and Star-Lord, and the guy who's, friends with Star-Lord, whatever. He's like, so what was your favorite song from the movie? Or no, what's your favorite song from Awesome Mix Volume 2? And I was like, I didn't really like it. He's like, he tries to like save it. He's like, oh, so what's your favorite song, period? I was like, I don't know. I listen to NPR. That's all I do. And the poor guy was like, he had no idea what to say. He's like, all right, let's take a picture. I was like, dude, I didn't come here to get a picture with you. I want a picture with baby Groot, okay? Like, you got a weird extension thing going on your head. It looks like an animal. I just want baby Groot. That's all. I'm not kidding. I've got to show you guys the pictures of this because whatever they had going on this Star-Lord guy at Disney World is bad. So weird.
Oh, well. They tried. But yeah. Overall, I was not impressed. But, maybe it's just because I'm so fucking sick of... Oh, I did it. I swear.
I sweared.
I'm so sick of the MCU at the moment. Like, I'm so over it. I have so much Marvel fatigue. I'm just like, ugh. Do we have to see another movie that is the exact same formula about another white dude?
I mean, dude, it was so much better than Doctor Strange.
I didn't even... No, I did. I watched it eventually, and then I forgot about it.
Yeah, I didn't forget about it because I was like, what the hell did I just watch?
I didn't watch it at the movies, and I'm glad I did not.
Yeah, I'm glad I did not pay at the movie theater to see that. So,
yeah.
I won't say.
Yeah, but no, that was bad. And I'm sick of, but although like the Spider-Man cast just keep trying to drag me into caring about Spider-Man, even though I am resisting it like so hard because I don't want another Spider-Man movie. I do not want another Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, but it looks so good.
I know, but I don't want another Spider-Man movie. I don't want to reward them for doing this.
Yeah, like seriously, there have been 5 Spider-Man movies in the past 16 years.
I know. It's like, I just don't, like, I don't want to care, but they're so cute. And I'm like, you are so cute. And the movie looks quite fun, apart from Iron Man being too Iron Man-y. And I'm just...
He's a father figure now. Come on, Vaughn.
Do you really want Tony Stark being a father figure? Because I feel like he's not really. I kind of want to protect Peter Parker from him and just go, nope, turn him around, look the other way. Just step in between them and go, nope. Whatever that guy's doing, do the opposite.
Pretty much.
Anyway, we do finally have Wonder Woman coming out.
I know. I'm so hyped. I know it's going to be terrible, but I don't even care.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it to actually be good, but I'm going opening weekend. We already have our tickets.
Yeah. I haven't booked my tickets yet, but I'm going to, definitely, opening weekend. I'll probably try and see it twice in the first weekend.
I just want them to have those ticket sales.
Yes, I just want them to make more movies about girls, okay? Please go and see Wonder Woman. Like, if you guys can pay a lot of money to go see Batman vs. Superman or to go see Suicide Squad, then you can pay your money to see Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I agree. Especially, I was gonna say especially Batman vs. Superman, but honestly, Suicide Squad was so bad.
So bad. And it made so much money.
Ugh. I still haven't seen any of these movies.
Go see Wonder Woman.
All I do is watch TV, guys. I'll see Wonder Woman, though. Maybe not opening weekend, but I'll see it in the theater.
Do it for the girls. Do it for the girls.
Yes, please.
Do it for the little girls that I see walking around in their Wonder Woman costumes. I'm like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, other than Wonder Woman, which is first weekend in June, just FYI, upcoming events, I have MegaCon next weekend, which is why we're doing this webcast a week early, because like I had Ice and FireCon the last Thursday of April, and now I had MegaCon the last Thursday of May.
Trying to fit things in with Tara's schedule is difficult.
Not usually, just apparently in April and May. But yeah, no. So MegaCon in Orlando, I don't know. That's gonna be really big. They have like the whole cast of Rocky Horror there, which is pretty cool. I'm in Artist Alley at booth number 103. So come see me. I'm gonna be posting some more information about where to find me on my personal blog. But yeah, should be a fun weekend. You know, cosplay and stuff. It's MegaCon. I don't know. MegaCon isn't like, it's not like Dragon Con where I'm like speaking on a ton of panels, or like even Comic-Con where there's like, you know, a ton of industry news going on. It's just kind of a fun laid back convention for me. So
should be fun. And obviously the big one.
Yeah, San Diego. 2 months?
San Diego Comic-Con.
Like 2 months from tomorrow is when I'll be there.
Wow.
Yeah. It's gonna be a big year for us, I think. There are 6 of us from the Geekiary that will be at Comic-Con this year. So that's, it's a lot. It's gonna be good. So we will have a lot of coverage for you, I'm sure. Because it's really nice because all 6 of us have like different things that we like to do. So we'll be all over the place, and so
you'll find me at bars and hopefully not falling down in the street or falling upstairs at the end of the night. So.
Yeah.
Or falling off your bar stool like I did that one time. Whatever.
Oh my God.
I feel like falling off things is a pretty accurate representation of Comic-Con.
It's fine. It's Comic-Con.
What happens at Comic-Con does not stay at Comic-Con. It's on social media. Remember that.
It's true. the first thing you do in the morning is like get on Twitter and delete all of your tweets from the night before. Ugh.
Social media is the worst thing that happened to a drunk night out.
Yes. Or a drunk night in, for that matter.
Oh yeah, any drunk nights, just bad with social media.
Yeah.
But anyway, in addition to the coverage and everything, we have 2 special edition webcasts for Comic-Con. The first will be on July 8th, and that is a newbie webcast. So if you have never been to Comic-Con, you're thinking about going, or it's your first time going, this is going to be kind of an informational sort of discussion webcast about what is this San Diego Comic-Con thing all about. Is it really as hard to get a hotel as it sounds?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Like Catherine Winnick, who plays Lagertha on Vikings, posted like this. Oh yeah, like on her Instagram, she posted a picture like, "Oh yeah, come find Vikings at San Diego Comic-Con. Tickets on sale now," or something like that. And I was like,
"Nope."
So they went on sale. They're gone. Been gone.
That sweet naivety of that post. That's adorable.
We should invite her to watch the newbie cast.
Yes.
Just kidding. Don't. Yeah, that'd be weird. But we also will have our annual preview night webcast as well. And that'll be on Wednesday, July 19th. So I think we're going to do it a little bit earlier in the day this year just because we got stuff going on.
Well, and also, I mean, it is Pacific time.
It is Pacific time as well.
So it's 3. Usually we do it Eastern time. So if we do it at 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific time, it's still 6 or 7 p.m. here. So, well, me.
It'll be fun. Everyone should watch it. I will not be there, but will be watching probably. Like, oh, I'm so glad I don't have to deal with the stress of that. But you guys have fun.
At least we had fun the year you were there.
Hey, that I was reliving like ticket stress when I had to try to get tickets to Harry Styles' show. I was like, it was drama extreme. But I did get them. Unfortunately, I got them in London, so now I have to buy a ticket to London as well. But it's fine. Harry Styles just makes me make poor decisions. Anyway, recommendations.
Yeah, so you all need to watch Master of None if you have not watched it. And season 2 came out last Friday, I believe. It's Netflix, so it's really good. It's Aziz Ansari and Alan Yang are the creators and writers, and Aziz Ansari directs almost all of them and stars in all of them, and he's amazing, and it tackles tough issues like religion and immigration, but it's a comedy. It's really funny, and you'll never laugh so hard. But it's one of the most intelligent shows I've ever seen. So if you like funny but also intelligent, it's the show for you. And it's only 30 minutes.
Good. And anyone else?
Let me just mention, I forgot to mention, also Dear White People on Netflix is really good. Another very intelligent and funny show.
We like intelligent funny because we are intelligent funny.
Is Dear White People a show or is it a movie?
It was a movie and then they made a show.
Oh, okay, awesome. Because I thought it was
specifically here I'm talking about the show. Again, it's on Netflix. 30 minutes, very short.
Yeah. You can throw one of those on while you're getting ready. It's great.
Exactly.
All right. So my recommendations are Harry Styles' album, because that's all I do now. I just listen to it over and over and over again on repeat. But other than that, I finally saw John Wick Chapter 2 because it finally came to Australia and it was amazing. I loved it. It's such a delightful movie and I love it so much and I can't recommend it enough. Just great. tops. And I finally saw Get Out because, again, it finally made it to Australia and it was amazing. So yeah, recommending that.
Oh, I still need to see that.
So good.
Like, I want to. I'm putting it off. I really didn't have much. I watched Santa Clarita Diet, which honestly, like, I never would have thought about, except Erin, you mentioned it, recommended it a while back. I didn't love the first episode, but like episodes 2 through whatever the second to last episode were really good. Last episode was a bit like of a letdown. Obviously they're leaving it open for future seasons. I hope they get them. But yeah, it's a cute sort of. I don't even want to say anything more. It's funny. It's easy to watch. It does have a little bit of a gross, like, ick factor to it, but other than that, it's a fun show. So
Timothy Olyphant is my favorite part of that show. He is so funny.
Yeah.
He's like so over the top.
Probably the best person in that show, like the actor. I do like the daughter too. The daughter's really fun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I saw the first couple of episodes and I enjoyed it enough, but I haven't had time to finish watching it. But yeah, I see why you like it. I see the enjoyment in there. Okay, does anyone have a question for anyone? We haven't written one. It just says insert question here with an arrow and a question mark. And I can see that Erin's little cursor is sitting there.
I could never think of one. Like, never.
All right. Well, based on a discussion I've been having, I will ask one. What do you like? How much of the writer do you like? How much about a writer's personality do you like take from what they write? Like, do you assume something about a writer based on the stuff that they write? Like, do you about their lives and what they care about and stuff?
I don't know about personality, but as a writer myself, I do absolutely assume things about writers based on how they write certain people, especially women, how they write about sex as well, and how they write about relationships. Those are probably like the big. I absolutely assume things about people's like sex and relationship lives based on how they write.
That is fair.
I'm not talking fan fiction. I'm talking published stuff. I'm also not talking 50 Shades of Grey nonsense here. I'm talking like actual real books.
Ooh, I could argue with you on that one, but okay.
Oh no. I mean like not 50 Shades of Grey, and also not like I having written fan fiction, I know that what I write in fan fiction is not how I am in person, and it's also not something I would put in a book that would get published. When I say like not real books, I mean like not 50 Shades of Grey, because I think 50 Shades of Grey is nonsense. Like,
Erin, like I mean writers, but like that also translate on into TV show and stuff. Writers who write things or movies and stuff.
Yeah, well, I think that everybody, part of the creative process is how you kind of translate your worldview. And so I think that it's natural to have some assumptions about a creator when you consume what they're creating. And so, yeah, I mean, I think it's natural. I try to take myself out of that, but it doesn't always work.
Yeah, I think we all do it. Yeah. Just curious, like, yeah. I'm sorry, that got a bit deep, I guess. Normally
I really like, I want to clarify, I'm not like joshing fan fiction or anything. I just really hate 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, that is fair. We all hate 50 Shades of Grey, man.
Fan fiction, like good, like fan fiction is fan fiction, but 50 Shades of Grey is something else entirely.
Yeah, it's like a bastardized version of fan fiction taken out of its context and ruining fan fiction for the rest of us.
Pretty much.
I like to read creepypasta.
Cool.
That's like my fan fiction.
Yeah, no, that's I guess it's a form of fanfic.
so weird. Sorry.
You're not weird, Erin. You just don't
You're
read.
not weird. There's a lot of people who don't read a lot of books, Erin.
You do
I'm just
watch
a big
lot of
TV watcher. Yeah, I know. It's sad.
That's not sad. It's great. How would we know what to watch
I know, it's
unless you
great.
had tested them first?
Yeah, seriously. I'm pretty sure you got me. I mean, you suggested Center for a diet. You got me into ice zombie. Like,
You're welcome.
All right, guys, we need to like wrap this up because we've gone 10 minutes over time.
Yes.
But it was fun.
we always go over. It's fine.
All right. Well, I will exit this, or Erin.
I'll do it. Sure.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm Erin. Again, I'm here with Tara and Vaughn. Thank you for joining us for Feelings with the Geekiary. We just have so many feelings. Remember, we are a free webcast run off of donations from viewers like you. Thank you for contributing and helping our host at the Geekiary. Check out Patreon. Yes. See you next month.
Bye.
Bye.